Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is another Frontline replay. We're showing the Frontline battle system, and it's actually quite an interesting gameplay. The candidate this time is Krimaj72. He's the player, and he's in the M40, the Tier 8 American SPG, and he's located in Grid Square A, defending Grid Square A. Now, I know that's an M40, because that's a 155mm gun. The 155 extends well over the front of the vehicle, whereas the 8-inch howitzer just goes to the edge of the front of the vehicle. So he's using the 155mm for this battle. It's got 30 rounds of standard HE, and battle has commenced. Right, the M40 is actually based on the chassis of the M4. And the guns are interchangeable, so you could actually swap out the 155mm for an 8-inch howitzer and turn it into an M43, or vice versa, to turn it into an M40. Okay, same basic French design 155mm gun that was from the First World War. It was a French design. It's quite effective though, and he's got a better fire rate as the 155 than he would as an 8-inch howitzer. Looking for the first target. You can see that red line distance. That's the start line for the enemy. And we've got our first customer. It's a Progetto 46. That's the Tier 8 Italian autoloader. Auto reloader, I should say. And he gets a hit. 252 from the splash. And it looks like the enemy has started capping already on Zone B. So they're pretty eager to get going. Okay, and Krimaj is actually going to help his teammates in Zone B, because he's going to fire into there as well. And that's good, because you shouldn't restrict yourself just to your own grid square. Fires around at that defender, and it splashes him and stuns him, but it doesn't actually do any damage. But the defender is getting hit by the Arty in that grid square as well. So it's a bit of working together here.
Zone C under attack.
And Zone C they're capping as well. Okay, he's going back to look at the tanks near the refueling point, the rearming point. He fires around in, and he gets a splash against the T-44.
Zone B has been lost. The enemy got extra time.
Oh dear, looks like the enemy was successful in capping on Zone B. It always seems to be that Zone B is the easy one to capture. Zones A and C are a lot more difficult, with C being the most difficult of all. Okay, he's now aiming at the enemy in B. He's got a red line there, so we can't fire. The Centurion is also in defilade. He can't shoot at that. Yeah, I think actually there's not a lot of targets he can fire at the moment that are visible. Maybe a defender there. He can hit that defender? Yes, he can, just. Fires around in. And he splashes in for 128 hit points. That Centurion is pretty well protected, sitting up there on that heights. The rocks are protecting him from fire from the opposite direction. And of course the height is giving him the advantage over watching the enemy. And the enemy tanks are moving forward as the defenders have to vacate it or get hit by the airstrikes. Okay, there's one defender still in there, and he won't be in there for long. If he stays there, he will get hit. The airstrikes will start hitting him. T-44, round out. Oh, direct hit! Took him out. Okay, the enemy have started capping in our own grid square now. Grid square A. But they've been stopped. Right, that black dog is running away. I say black dog, but it's also known as the girlfriend by some people. Fired where he thinks it's going to be. Oh, he didn't turn around the corner there. It would have been nice if he had turned around the corner, but he didn't. It looks like the enemy is being held back from the cap here, but since that KV-4 has just been taken out, it's going to be a lot more difficult now to stop them rushing in and starting the cap. Going for the T-44, it's the lightest, it's most badly damaged. If he hits it, he'll probably take it out. He does. Okay, it's the first one. In fact, actually, that T-44 is over there is pretty badly damaged. Yeah, he's gone down. T-32 is full strength, unfortunately. Oh, we just lost something there. I think that was the wreck actually being destroyed. Right, there's a T-26E4 sitting over there by that church. Hasn't been touched at all. He's backing away, round out. It's going to splash him. Yeah, it's only stunned though, unfortunately. And he used his first aid kit straight away because the T-32 was moving up. Okay, he's getting ready to shoot another round in. Unfortunately, now they're too close, so it really would be difficult for him to shoot without damaging his own teammate. But these enemy all grouped together. Perfect to hit, because you might actually hit more than one at the same time. Well, he stuns that T-32. Looks like there's an Arty strike going in there. Yep. In fact, it's the Nerva who initiated that artillery strike. And the T-34 is doing one as well. And the T-32 is doing one. Yep. You see those Arty rounds going in? This is actually something that was suggested by What Arty Noobs. They actually did send in suggestions to Wargaming that they ought to initiate the sort of artillery fire we see at the start of Malinovka, but to actually put it into the game so you can actually select an Arty strike. And the same sort of thing happens in skirmishes, but we thought it would actually be a good idea to actually introduce it to the game. So you wouldn't just have SPGs, mobile Arty, but you would actually have static Arty elsewhere, which would fire in as requested. A lovely shot there, gets him a promotion to Sergeant, 256 hit points. Oh, now what happened there? It looks to me like he's been selected out of the game, or pushed out of the game. I don't believe he was actually hit. Or was he? Maybe he was.
Ready for deployment.
Well, he's deploying again, but this time he's in a Lorraine 155-51. Or the Lorraine 155 Milli 51. And he's been spotted straight away by the enemy. He's in grid square A again. Oh, quick jump. That's the great thing about the 155-51. It's actually based on the chassis of the Lorraine 42, so it's actually quite a robust little Arty. Can move quite quickly as well. Very quickly, and it's ideal for this sort of battle mode because you can quickly relocate across the grid square and hit the enemy from a different direction. And of course that prevents them from taking any action against you, especially if they spot you, as he was spotted there. Okay, so Krimaj is taking up position on the west side of the map, on the heights, presumably so he can fire back over the grid square at the defenders. There is a defender quite a long way up in the grid square, being opposed by an FV207, but the problem is he's using that dip. Yep, there he is. Now he's come out from the dip. That means Krimaj can hit him. It's only a 155mm gun on the Lorraine, but it's very accurate. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Round out. Oh, he stopped. If he carried on moving, he would have walked right into that shell. Oh, that's so annoying when that happens. It does happen to Arty players a lot. You estimate where the enemy's going to be. But there's two defenders going after the defender now, so two defenders after one defender. And of course the Arty player, and they've stopped him in place, but they can't fire because that T-44 is too close. They're hampering him now, trying to lock him in one place. Need to track him, guys. Track him, hold him in place, round out. Oh, lovely hit there. Took the opportunity when he was maneuvering and the T-44's moved away to actually pop a shot in, and it worked beautifully. Okay, he's almost going to be ready and reloaded again. That defender's moving away. He knows he's in trouble. Quite apart from the fact that he's stunned. But another round's about to go in. And round out straight away. Going to get a hit. Yep. Well, 122 hit points of splash. Defender's stunned again. And it's working. He's gone down. He's been taken out. He was actually killed by a M43. Now, the enemy is approaching the cap again, so most of their tanks must have been destroyed, and they're coming back into the battle again after being so badly damaged in the past. And I think most of them were actually wiped out by the airstrikes. And that Scorpion's very badly damaged. He's gone to the repair point. And they've got two in the cap. So the best thing that Krimaj can do now is start lobbing shells into that cap area behind that rock. Because the enemy is using that as cover. He's almost reloaded. Round out straight away. Well, it has no appreciable effect upon the cap. And the Scorpion is defending the cappers. We've got nobody around to actually sight the enemy to tell us exactly where to put the shell. Tanks are a little... Our reinforcements are coming in. Oh, well, there was a couple of tanks there. And he can place the shell between them. Round out. Oh, lovely shot there. He did get a lot of damage there. And he has been promoted to lieutenant. Unfortunately, we weren't able to stop them capping. We now have to leave the zone because otherwise we will get hit by the airstrike. We've got 50 seconds to get out. And this is where the Lorraine comes into its own. We can quickly evacuate the area. Our teammates are going to find it a little difficult to do it because some of them are not quite as fast. The Striv is going to struggle to get out of the cap in time. He is coming. Get out of the zone in time, rather. Of course, if he doesn't leave the zone in time, he will get hit by the airstrikes. And that Progetto is definitely going to get hit. So we'll probably lose the Progetto very shortly. Well, the Striv has managed to make it. He's out the zone. But the Progetto did not, so I suspect that Progetto, yes, he's just been wiped out. Just been taken out by an airstrike. Now, in the meantime, Krimaj is trying to help his teams on the other side, in the other zone. Fires around in there, gets a lovely hit there on T-32. There's an MX5100 there on his own. And that T-32 is coming up on him. I think he's going to try and jump on him. Fires around him where he thinks he's going to go. Now, he does appear to be reasonably safe for the moment. He did stun that AMX5100 actually. There's a Scorpion G. A little way over. It's going to meet that Samua very shortly. That's going to be rather awkward for the Scorpion because he's not going to be able to deal with that. And there's a Progetto. Okay, line him up. Work out where he's going. Oh, we've got a red line. I think there's a rock in the way. So he's going to go for the Scorpion G instead. Line him up. That's it, round out. Oh, direct hit. 695 hit points. Beautiful strike. Unfortunately, that Samua is about to... Yes, he's about to get wiped out, I was going to say. Because there are enemy behind him and in front of him. And they were both going to take advantage. Now, the thing is that his 155mm gun was probably seen by that T-44 a little way off. So he might have to relocate. Yeah, he's going to have to move and move quick. Yep, he's just received fire from the T-44 who hit the tracks. And he's turning towards the enemy. Fires a shotgun. Unfortunately, it doesn't work, and he's received another hit. He needs to get behind cover. Oh, no, he was taken out. He was killed. It was probably in the previous life that he lost that he was suddenly taken out by either an airstrike or artillery. And that's why we suddenly changed to this waiting period. It looks like he's going to come into the battle in the FV207 this time, the British Tier 8. And he has, and he's into battle. Now the FV207 is unusual because it does have sort of like a swivel gun mount, a bit like the M44 does in a sense, and it's actually quite liked by some Arty players because it has that ability to cover such a wide field of fire without actually moving the vehicle. That means you don't get so much reticule bloom. T44. Oh no, that one went over. That's awkward. Now the gun on the FV207 is actually a 6-inch gun. If he's got the top gun, it's a 6-inch. If he's got the stock gun, it's a 5.5 inch. Direct hit, 246 seconds. 246 hit points, I'd say. Seconds. Oh dear. Now I would suspect he's actually using the stock gun, the 5.5 inch, because his reload is a lot quicker than the top gun. Gonna go for that T26 round out. Well, it's not a T26. That's not a T26. That looks to me like an OHO or something like that. I don't think the system's telling me the true name of that vehicle. It's an OHO. Yes, it is an OHO. The system was giving me false data. It said it was a T26. It was actually an OHO. Okay, you see the enemy hide behind known structures and allow you to bombardier them. And he's now been promoted to captain. Very nice of them to do that for us. Unfortunately, they're capping in zones D and F at the moment. Going for the T32, dialed in, round out. Direct hit, 46 hit points. Unfortunately, it doesn't slow down the capping. It's going to go after the tank that's hiding behind that wall. There's a T44 over there also being hit. Almost about to fire. Round out straight away. Well, we don't know if that did any damage. They managed to complete the cap, so we are outside the zone, so we don't need to move further outside the zone. We're now defending the objectives. And he's been promoted to Major for the amount of damage he did. Okay, Scorpion G. Round out. Direct hit, 275. Good strike. If they keep hiding behind objects, it just makes it easier for us to land the shell beside the object and splash them to death. But especially when that Scorpion G is sitting out in the open like that, makes it much easier to hit them. Type 59, almost ready to shoot. That's an Arty strike going in. Round out. Lands next to him for 167. And damages the Scorpion with stun as well. He's picking up an awful lot of damage. Our Type 59 goes after theirs. And looks like that was a premium fire extinguisher went off. Can we get the Type 59? No, he's already been killed. Now there's a T26C5. Round out. Lands behind it. That's awkward. It was close, very close. He's already done 4,500 hit points of damage and 4,000 hit points of stun, so that's probably why he's been promoted to Major. He's certainly working his gun. And that's also probably the reason why he's chosen the stock guns. Stock guns and stock ammunition Round out on the T28. Oh, kill shot. 237. He's now been promoted to general. He is certainly working it. T44 out in the open on his own. They can move quite quickly, so you do have to put a long lead on them when they do. Okay, he's lost sight of it, so he's not going to be able to shoot at that one until it comes back into view. But we've got another T44 here, tangling with our T44. It's going to be awkward when you see fire. Work out, that's it. Oh, another beautiful shot there, right into the side. He worked out exactly where he was going to be away from our T44. He did stun our T44, but it didn't damage him as such. So I think he's got away with that.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
And the good news is our reinforcements are coming in, which means obviously it's going to be much easier to defend the objectives. Now he fires that round in. We can't see the T44 that's hiding behind that rock. And we've got another T32 coming in. Because there's a batch at 12 ton. Rapidly making his way to the cap as quickly as he can. He's going to hide behind that house for certain. And he's started capping. I think it's worth risking a shot. I'm pretty sure he's behind that that house. Oh, no he's not. Cheeky little thing. He's actually behind the ruin at the top. But he's... Oh, he's on fire. He's on fire. He's on fire. And he's blown up. Now, can he put the shell through the window? No, he's going to put it over the top of the house into that batch at 12 ton. Rock backwards and forwards, that's it. Oh, yes. 166 hit points this time. And that T32 is going in to put an end to that batch at. It's going to be a little while before we can shoot again. Now we've got a T32 to contend with.
Objective 2 under attack.
And the enemy's starting to go after the objectives now. Direct hit, 181. It's a good firing position, this one, right on the edge of the map, but it really seems to work very, very well here. And he's stopping these guys from capping, because the moment they start, he starts firing at them, and then obviously the rest of his team pile in to take them apart.
You've lost objective 2.
Oh dear, we've lost another of the objectives. Ow! Right into the rear of that Scorpion G, takes him out. T32. Now he's going to hide behind the house, I think. Yep, that's what he's going to try and do. It's difficult to hit him from there. Oh, it's ended. The time's run out and they've lost. So Krimaj managed to make it all the way to the end as a general. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And these are the targets he hit. I thought he actually hit a lot more than that, but that's what's coming up. And there he is, right at the top of the table with 7 kills. Not the highest number of kills, that was 8 that went to the Progetto, but he managed to do 7 kills. And he's a little way down the table with damage, according to this, but that can't be right because he actually did about 5,000 hit points of damage overall. As I seem to recall, but it's saying here that he actually only did... oh no, wrong one, sorry, that's Krimaj. Let's have a look at the detail report, that'll be better. Well, according to this, he fired 11 shots, got 4 direct hits, 4 penetration, 11 splash, damage of 2617, hits received 3, penetrations 2, non-penetrations 1. Very odd this, it's not showing all of the damage he did in all of the zones. It's showing that he hit 8 enemy vehicles, killed 1, and did damage, stun assistance damage of 1,116, or 14 stuns. I'm not sure if this is actually showing the correct details for this particular match. Or maybe it's just showing it for one of the particular vehicles, the M40, M43. So this is the results from the first phase of the game, not the full game. But it says that here that he earned 43,619 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply he had 19,931 credits, and he received 1,178 XP, and total came to 3,534 including bonuses. So overall a very good battle, considering he managed to stop them from capturing that last grid square. And of course they were prevented from reaching their objectives and obtaining them all, so he won the game. So congratulations Krimaj on becoming a general. I'll have to move over, be another seat on the bench. And I hope you enjoyed this Frontline battle. If you did, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.